So I made a video about Tim Kennedy being a fraud. The response has come in. It's been big. It's been very outspoken. I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about Second Amendment frauds. We need to disagree on pretty much everything except for the majors, and we're not going to disagree at all about the majors, and that's the Constitution, not playing around about that one. Let me work this through. I've got a couple things to say that might help you because this is not about the direction that most guys went to on this one. This is about something very, very different. And I'm also a little bit fired up about it. So stay with me. Buckle up, here we go. This mess is brought to you by Blackout Coffee. They also don't play around about the Constitution, firmly believing in what you believe in. Blackout Coffee, huge selection. And one of the owners is my buddy Jared, and he also is pro 2A big time. It's Blackout Coffee. They're yummy. They're super easy to order. Follow the link below, and there's a coupon code down there. Have yourself a good time. Get you a hot cup of awesomeness. Appreciate those folks over at Blackout Coffee. Y'all jump over there. You people, thank you for every thumbs up. The response I called, if you didn't see the video, there's a guy named Tim Kennedy. Some of y'all know him, some of you don't. And he's the first to tell you that he's a Ranger qualified guy, MMA guy. Now he's a spokesperson. He went and didn't find Hitler in Argentina. Does a lot of stuff. Went to Afghanistan and gummed up an entire airport in a publicity stunt that was a nightmare. Okay, he's entertaining. But he went on the Lance Armstrong podcast a while back, and that's how the genesis of this, and just says that he believes that gun control is a massive solution. And he also says that well-regulated means gun laws. That's not what well-regulated means, but that's what we get for listening to a moron, my opinion. The responses that have come in from that have been everything from, understandably, one side, which is, Johnny, you didn't serve, so you can't criticize. Oh, I can. Watch me. And then I'll always say the same thing. Just because you serve in your 20s doesn't make you immune from criticism. And other guys are like, well, he served in his 30s. Also, oh my gosh, stick with the point. I'm fired up. It also was like, well, he's done more. And I get that. I totally get that. The middle was, Johnny, why are you tearing down our own? My pushback to that is I would rather go talk to a pink-haired leftist who disagrees with everything than someone who says, I'm pro-gun, ... But the most dangerous person that we have is a rhino, someone who pretends, someone who masquerades, someone who acts like they're pro-freedom and pro-constitution and yet votes with the left. The left are trying to tear this country down as fast as they can. They are trying to, at the very fabric of our country, which is the American nuclear family, they're trying to tear that down. Government indoctrination camps from kindergarten until high school is eroding us. It's bad. It's bad. I'd rather go talk to those folks than somebody who's here but still plays ball with the hard left. And then the other folks are just like, yeah, Johnny, it's part of the discussion. Now, all that aside, I think it's a different situation. Let's go 30,000 feet higher. Everybody has wants. Marcus Aurelius, that goes back to that very thing. What is its nature? that even harkens back to Hannibal Lecter. What is its nature? What do you want? And we make decisions based on those wants and based on the very basics. And I don't mean lunch and dinner and fresh oxygen. I mean the things that we are striving for. Morons like Dan Crenshaw, and Dan Crenshaw is a fraud. He wants power and control. And he sees a means to getting that by playing both sides. It's not really what he believes. It may be. I mean, he may do that also, but he's playing both sides. Tim Kennedy has alluded to the fact that when he went on the Lance Armstrong show is that he wanted Lance to like him. It's why he said that. Okay, then you're trying to get affability, and grow your odd career. What do you want? It's a great question for all of us. And I don't mean, what do you want for dinner tonight? Everybody, maybe there's no exceptions. My estimation is everybody that tries to be a politician on the national level, maybe not your local mayor, somebody who's just trying to help out, or your local sheriff who just wants to, have a job, but congressional and above, they want power, control, and as it turns out, cash. The insider trading in Congress is I believe they're trying to cast the biggest net to the biggest audience for votes. And that's the bottom line. I open with we don't play around about the Constitution. I have no use for anybody who is I'm pro to a but. We like to joke about should we be able to buy bazookas at Walmart? The answer is of course. Of course we should. It is not the federal government's job to tell us what we can own, and to regulate anything is to provide and promote happiness and welfare. Protect those borders, and it gets pretty thin after that. We have been indoctrinated to believe that the government has to get involved in everything. My political philosophy that I won't back down from is we the people. And if you say, should the government, I'm going to say nope before you even finish the sentence. I will not negotiate that with frauds who pretend to be one of us.